So that's a pretty shot right there. Illinois, Midwest, I don't know. They get ripped on they don't get ripped on. I just came back from Yellowstone, the national park, and pulled into my hometown of Naperville yesterday. Oh, it's a little bit of a wet thing. But anyway, can I tell you how good it feels to be back in Naperville? For anybody that thinks, it's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life. For anybody out there that thinks, maybe your hometown sucks. And who knows? Maybe your hometown does suck. Good morning, Tommy John. Good morning, PB. Good morning, Chip. Hello, Will Bill Chill, Wanda. Got a lot of familiar names on there. Wanda said hello. Mary McDillo is there. RJ is there. Agent, I'm not even sure who's there. Is that Australia? No. Guess who's back downtown? Yeah. Guess who's back downtown? I debated. Where was I going to do my show? I woke up this morning on the north side of Naperville. Hold on, let me change this out. I'm kind of thirsty. I haven't had proper water yet. Check this out, venti water cup. Oh, it feels good. Still have a little bit of a cold. Can I bitch and moan a little bit more? Good morning, Mike. My ankle still really kind of hurts, and my knee kind of hurts. So I was kind of playing mind games with myself, or mind games with God, or mind games during my prayer. Because every morning over the last week, for those that don't know, I just rode my scooter back from Yellowstone National Park to Naperville, Illinois, a western suburb of Chicago. And 1 week ago today, while cruising down a frontage road, my frontage road ran out, and I went onto a dirt, rock, cinder road and was swerving to avoid a pothole and dumped my bike. It hurt a lot. While I was laying there, I said a quick prayer and said, God, please don't be seriously injured. And God acknowledged my prayer, and I was not seriously injured. However, my ankle's still swollen, still scraped up, and still pretty much hurts. But instead of bemoaning that this morning as I got out of bed and recognizing I couldn't think of 5 quick things I was grateful for yesterday, I decided to knock out a lot of gratitude today. And one of the things I was grateful for was the healing I do have in my ankle and my knee and my cold and what have you. So I don't know. We're going to see if it works. They say what you focus on expands. And maybe if I stop focusing on the pain in my ankle and the fact I can't put any weight on it during the night when I go to the bathroom, and start focusing on the healing, maybe I'll get a little more healing. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes and let you know. But good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. And this is Coffee with Ken. It is Saturday morning. Something special about Saturday mornings for me and my little show. It was the birthday of Coffee with Ken. It was a Saturday morning. It's a little show I've been doing for just over 5 years. It's a show about me talking, show about me sharing some experiences, the ups and downs we have in life. Show that means a lot to me. Show that I think I'm a little bit learning about myself and learning about the world and learning about just all sorts of things as I continue to do it every day all of a sudden. I don't even know. I'm not committing to every day. I am not committing to do it every day, but boy, I think if I didn't do it on any particular day, I feel like I'm missing something. So anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, you know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot tumbler of coffee. And I am so excited to take my first sip. For anybody wondering, this is the first time I filled up my tumbler at a Starbucks. There's the Starbucks. There is the beautiful downtown Naperville, pretty much empty at this time of day. Look at the pretty flowers they have all over. Again, just kind of quiet streets. It's a town of about 150,000 people, about 35 miles west of Chicago. Often wins best places to raise a family, or best places, best schools. And I'm fortunate to call it home. And I'm fortunate to be back. And I didn't maybe realize how much I missed it till I was gone, and was working in Yellowstone for those 2 months, and was riding around in the arid conditions of the Western Rockies and the brownness that is about. And yeah, there's a mountainous beauty to those. But I missed home, and it feels good to be back. Good morning, Brenda. RJ wants to know if they finished Washington Street. No, they didn't. The main thoroughfare through downtown Naperville is a street by the name of Washington. I believe it was named after our first president. But anyway, yeah, it's been under construction for about a year now, at least. And they're repaving one side. And I tell you what, when they're repaving a side and you're riding a scooter, they kind of scrape an inch or two of pavement off. But they leave the sewer manhole type thingies, and they're sticking up an inch or two from the rest of the road. And let me tell you what, you don't want to be hitting those on a scooter. You don't even want to be hitting those on a car, but you certainly don't want to be hitting those on a scooter. Did I miss the ride to Gardner? No. I was thinking about that this morning when I got up and I was getting to my bike. And I remember one of the last days I was in Gardner, Montana, which is the town just north of Yellowstone Park. And I was riding back from a coffee shop I was hanging out in, and I was wondering, hey, am I going to miss this, the mountains and what have you? Well, I mean, I miss it a little bit. I miss the people, but I don't miss Yellowstone. And granted, I've only been in Illinois less than a week, and in Naperville less than a day. But it's good to be home. And I think the ride down the quiet streets on a Saturday morning through Naperville, Illinois, are every bit as pretty in a different sort of way. And watching people walking their dogs and getting going in life and getting their day started or their week started or what have you, to me is more exciting. I know most people won't agree about it, but then seeing a herd of buffalo. Seen one buffalo, you've seen them all. Tell you what, they do look pretty similar. I'm not saying don't go to Yellowstone. Go to Yellowstone. Have a great trip. Heck, work there. I've done ads for their company that hired me. I've referred a lot of people there, and I think it's a great opportunity. But it's just a different scene when you live in a national park than when you live in a town with regular humans. But anyway, as I was saying, I am excited to have my very first sip of coffee on this Saturday morning. And looking forward to this first sip. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Don't know what kind, but it's the dark roast with cream. Charged me for a venti cup, but they gave me a discount. I think they either knock a dime or a quarter off it, and give you bonus stars. Way to go! See, it's just cool seeing runners run by and people getting going. Not that there weren't an occasional runner in Yellowstone, but that kind of inspired me. You know, I'm not going to go run. I still got a bad ankle. And, but just seeing a woman cruising down the road was inspirational. Better than the cafeteria coffee? Oh, yeah, it's better than the cafeteria coffee. Oh. So I found a place to stay. I chose a place to stay. I'm just staying at an Extended Stay America. I'm sure you guys know them. I'm actually fairly impressed. Let me do my commercial for Extended Stay America. See if they hire me as a endorser. It's not perfect. You know, they could maybe touch up some paint here and there. Let's just get rid of the that. But and it's not super cheap. It's not. I signed up for a week stay. I thought a week would hopefully give me time to secure employment and at least explore other housing opportunities. But I found one in a great location here in Naperville, relatively close to my ex-wife and my two beautiful kids, and close to downtown, and close to everything I need. And as I was checking in, and I don't know if anyone out there's ever stayed in an extended stay, they have a full-size fridge, they have a stove, they have a microwave, they have laundry on the premise, and although it was $70 a night for a week, I think they offer a discounted rate if you do it by the month. And I'm not saying I'd want to live there full-time. I'm not. But remember, I've been living in Yellowstone for the last 2 months without air conditioning, sharing a dorm room with one or two individuals, using a communal bathroom on a different floor from where I was. Good morning. And no cable, no refrigerator, no nothing. So this was like a luxury stay for me at an Extended Stay of America. And I'm going, hey, this isn't bad. There's no cable bill. There's no utility bills. There's no water bill, no electric bill. And granted, it's just kind of a studio apartment that would probably cost me just north of $2,000 for a month. It doesn't seem like that bad a deal in this world of rising prices and especially rising real estate prices. You know, I feel it's a good deal. Again, it's easy. There's towels. Yeah, I couldn't be more pleased. Had a great night's sleep. Felt so good waking up. I don't have a coffee pot in my home yet. I do not have a coffee pot in my own home yet. And I mean, again, I'm staying here for a week, so is it home? I could extend my stay. I believe they do call it Extended Stay America. So I probably would be able to extend my stay beyond a week. I wouldn't want to be there forever. But I'll tell you what, it was a great solution for a week for a guy that needs to establish himself in a town and pound the pavement a little bit while he looks for employment real quickly. And it is going to be real quickly. I stopped by my ex's house, saw my kids yesterday, grabbed a pair of work shoes and a button-down white shirt. I feel it's the right kind of act like I'm just happening to stroll by wearing a button-down white shirt with dress shoes and jeans, untucked shirt. Kind of look casual, like, hey, kind of dressy, kind of casual, kind of sporty, kind of ready to go. Damn it, they could slap an apron on me, and I could be waiting tables that afternoon. And sorry, I got a little gnat buzzing in my face. But I stopped by and picked up the clothes, which were stored in a box that I put them in before I left, so they're all wrinkled. I did what my mom taught me as a little kid growing up. If your clothes are wrinkly and you don't have an iron access, or you're too lazy to iron, either way, you get them, hang them in a shower and let the steam get on them. I wasn't sure the steam would be enough, so I actually got the water on them and let it get kind of soaked and hung it in the shower for a while. Now it's waiting for me, hopefully looking ready to put on later this morning. And I'm going to stop by a few different restaurants today, see if they're hiring for servers, seeing if the manager would have enough time to talk for 10 minutes and get to meet me. Hopefully that will make me stand out in a way that's a little different than the applications they get online or what have you. And I'm kind of looking forward to doing it because I enjoy walking in places. I enjoy having options available to me. And again, that's one of the things that I love about Naperville, big town west of Chicago. There's so many options. From where I am sitting right now, if I did a circle around me with a mile radius, there is probably 10 at least different higher end restaurants where I could work and hopefully would cover my financial responsibilities and allow me to put a roof over my head. And that's exciting to me. And if I chose to not be a waiter, I could work at Starbucks. I know Filson across the street is hiring. I know there's law firms, and I know there's businesses, and I know there's hustle and bustle. There's probably 1,000 age-appropriate single women within a 2-mile radius of where I am right now. Maybe a 5-mile radius. So it's nice being in a place with options and choices. And, bars and restaurants and stores. And I don't know. I'm a people person. And I think, again, being back amongst people is going to be really good for me. Chip said, I will crush any opportunity. No one wants to work. Well, I need to work. I mean, wants to work? Well, I'll tell you what. I think life feels good when you're working. And I know that sounds silly, and you're going to go, wait, what do you mean? I was a realtor for so many years, and I didn't punch a clock per se, and I was my own boss. And every day I was trying to keep as busy as I could, and never knew exactly what would be the best use of my time. Do I go into the office? Do I host an open house? Do I cold call? Do I knock on doors? And I tried a little bit of everything, but I never felt that productive as a realtor. Yeah, when I was showing houses to a buyer or meeting with a seller, I felt productive, but that was not often enough for me. And maybe part of the reason I don't do it anymore. But it feels good to work. I was talking to my sister-in-law last night, or yesterday, I guess, saying how last year while I was working at Target, and I knew it wasn't a permanent position for me or a long-term gig, it still felt good for me to feel productive and to go in every morning at 7 and know what work I needed to do, and knew in the back of the store there was a big warehouse filled with boxes of cereal, and my job was to get them from the warehouse to the aisle and then store them in the more temporary storing area. And it felt good. I wasn't paid a heck of a lot, but it felt good knowing what I needed to do every day. And one of the nice things about waiting tables is you're pretty busy. And Time goes fast when you're waiting tables on a busy day. And plus you make fairly good money. And I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be looking forward to going in and hopefully shaking some hands with some managers and hopefully find an opportunity for me today. And one that fits. I was hoping that my foot would be feeling a little better. It still hurts. Still hobbling a little bit. Still swollen and still scraped. I'm worried, and I shouldn't be worried, because part of my show is about men's mental health and dealing with anxiety and fighting worry and fighting fear and realizing that worry doesn't do any good. But I'm a little worried nevertheless, because we also forgive ourselves of our worry. That either I hurt my ankle worse than I thought I did, and something might be askew with the ankle, which might be problematic waiting tables. Or that as I quickly approach my 56th birthday, that maybe I don't heal as fast as I used to. Maybe I do not heal as fast. Way to go. Another woman running by. Maybe I don't heal as fast as I used to. Yeah. But either way, I'm going to be ready to go, because today's the day I'm going to go in and, I don't know, different thoughts. I could probably say, hey, I'm going to pound the pavement till I find a job today, and I'm going to go in as many restaurants as I have to till I get a job. Or I could say, and this was the strategy I used to use when I door knocked, I'm going to go in 3 or 5 restaurants today. And then 3 to 5 restaurants. I'm not sure if it'll be 3 or 5. Hopefully it'll be 1. Hopefully the first restaurant I go in, they're going to say, hey, we love you. We're going to pay you double the typical waiter salary and give you the best section and have a bunch of staff waiting on you to make your job extra special and extra easy because we love you that much. But given that I realize that probably won't happen, it might not be the first restaurant. I know the first couple restaurants I'm going to go in. And again, because I'm in this beautiful town that is Naperville. Oh, should I give you a little tour again? There it is. There it is. Now let's just do a full spin. There's my Starbucks. It's a fancy schmancy Starbucks. They sold alcohol there for a while. There's the Apple store down there. I don't know if you can see it, but we got an Apple store down on Jefferson Street. How do you know when a town has arrived? They have multiple Starbucks and an Apple store. This is like a meditation for Ken, is it not? Doing a morning, relaxing, daily sit-down coffee chat. Love the tranquility. Hey, well, who is this person? This person is Almost Zen. Almost Zen was watching me over on YouTube, and I think they're from New York, but I like their name. And they came to Instagram to find my show. Thank you for coming. Good morning again. How was that cake pop, little one?
It's all gone, I think.
Not even any crumbs.
No.
Smart little girl. Just any crumbs? I came in as I parked my bike. I parked next to Dad with a pretty little girl in a blonde stroller. And it was 6:30 in the morning. And the little girl was sitting there kind of wondering who this guy on this two-wheeled vehicle was, nibbling on a cake pop. And I complimented Dad for the generosity. My daughters are watching. They are not going to appreciate this comment, but I may have been a little frugal. I mean, I was hurting for money. Cake pops at Starbucks are expensive. I have 4 children. There were times I had 3 stepchildren. You bring 5 kids into a Starbucks and they all are wanting a cake pop, you're looking at $20. You are looking at $20 just for the cake pops. But this dad didn't have the same problems I did. This dad had 2 children and only one was with him. And just had one.
Yelling at your water.
I sometimes yell at my water, only if it misbehaves. But as I have a tendency to do, I bemoan the expense of the cake pop. And they put them at a high level for the little children. You know, the 3 to 7-year-olds that can walk and stand and wait in line. And they're looking through that glass, looking at this magical display of bright colors and luscious cake pop. And Will Bilchill, go to a Starbucks. You have cake pops in Starbucks in Texas. I promise you. It's a luscious piece of moist cake on a stick covered with frosting. And they cost like $3 and $3.25 or something. And they're about this big. And they're maybe not even that big. But for somebody that comes in with a bunch of kids at $3 a head, you know, that adds up pretty quickly. I used to, when I was feeling generous, would get a donut and make my kids split them. You can make them homemade. Well, probably can. But it's good to be home. It's good to be up early. It's 7:08. Although my ankle's yet to heal, I thought about joining a Planet Fitness. Maybe the Planet Fitness I signed up for originally to keep in the good workout routine. Because I really enjoyed that. Feels good to be back at home, because I think home is the easiest place to instill good habits and to get a routine that's healthy for you and productive for you. When you're on the road or on vacation, sometimes it's hard to get a workout in, or it's easy to overindulge in unhealthy food or bad habits. And I did a good job while out in Yellowstone, continuing to move forward and work down my path that is life. And I did what I had to do. But being back here, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities that are opened up in front of me, and a lot of possibilities. And I'm hoping after I go back in, drink some more coffee, drink some water, maybe edit some videos and post those videos around, that I'll go home, maybe stop by a grocery store to get some apples and oranges and bananas and maybe some snack type foods to leave in my hotel room or extended stay room, so I can have something to nibble on, so when I'm hungry I won't need to run out to a store. It gets tiring eating out all the time. And maybe around 10 o'clock or 10:30, before the lunch rush comes on, stop in a few of my favorite restaurants here where I think I could do a good job, and hopefully they'd appreciate my positive attitude, my bald head, my smile, or my go-get-emness, because I'm walking in the door and saying, hey, are you hiring? I'm ready to go. I'll start tonight. And if nothing comes of today's activity, I'll go at it again tomorrow. I'll have a good day. I'll hopefully see my kids. Love on my babies. Enjoy being back in Naperville. Explore some more housing opportunities. Explore some more employment opportunities, and keep moving forward. And I'll tell you what, you know, me talking, I sound like I have this grand plan. Do I do this daily without fail in the early morning? Have you ever had the urge to sleep in? Personally, when I get up at 7 a.m. or later, I feel it's really late. I'm just so used to getting up by 6. I rarely sleep in. in Yellowstone, I was working till, sometimes I'd have the breakfast shift, and I'd need to be in at 6:15 in the morning, so I'd set an alarm for 5:15. But I rarely sleep in generally. I'm kind of an early riser. I'm kind of have an active mind, and tend to wake up pretty early. So I usually don't go late. For a while, I was doing it at 8 o'clock every morning, but I do pretty much most days. I've done it for almost 3 or 4 months straight now, gone live. I think it's fun for me. It feels good for me. It gives me content to post on various social media platforms. And I think it's kind of the anchor that is Coffee with Ken, because I'm having coffee and you're watching me have coffee. So whether you're having coffee or not, you're having coffee with Ken. Four men on bikes just rode by. Biking's quite popular. A chocolate lab is walking by. Hello, hello.
How are you?
What kind of chocolate lab is this?
It's an English lab.
English.
Yeah,
It's got shorter hair. I had a chocolate named Boo Boo.
Yeah.
A big boy. He was like 105 pounds, but he had longer hair.
Yeah.
And they're great dogs.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah.
He's a
Hello, hello. Anyway, enjoy your day.
All right, you too.
But anyway, it's Saturday morning. Almost then. I'm going to keep popping on because I like the interaction and it gives me stuff to talk about. As I get older, I've gone to bed earlier and earlier. I now go to bed when I used to start going out for the night. Yeah, almost then. That is very true. I love a good night's sleep and love not being rushed. Roger Leone said I should do man on the street interviews in downtown Naperville. Chip says he's heading out to take Pup for a walk. Have a great day, Chip. Enjoy your day. Thank you. There have been a few non-alcohol beer worth Ken episode specials. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Chris Scott Real Estate says good morning. Good morning to Chris Scott. And good morning to y'all. And thank you for hopping back on with me on this Saturday morning. It means a lot that you care enough to tune in and to follow me around on different social media platforms. And hopefully you like my videos or you like my content. Or, again, you like my bald head, or maybe you like my smile. I don't know. Or maybe you just like coffee. But I so appreciate you for joining today. I really do. And again, following along in my journey. And I hope you had a great week the past week. And well, thank you, Friedman. Best content on social media. I appreciate that. That's high praise. I think it has a purpose for the right people. And again, I see people and talk to people all the time, but I don't overly push any individual watch my show because it's probably not for everybody. But for somebody that needs this, it's probably pretty good, or at least I hope it is. And RJ wants to know if the laptop fired right back up. I don't have my laptop. It is at my buddy's house where I stayed the last couple weeks. It's in his closet. My main focus yesterday was picking up my dress shirt and my work shoes that would get me ready to go into the restaurants today. I'll tell you what, I'm very systematic in anything I do, and I talk a lot about moving one step at a time. I'm proud of the steps I've taken. I'm proud that I rode my scooter back from Roscoe to Naperville yesterday. I found housing. I picked up my clothes, and I'm ready to go today. And today has its tasks laid out in front of it. And I know I'm probably going to get most of the things I need done by noon today. And it's going to leave me an afternoon to kind of explore my hometown and keep my eyes open and look for opportunities, because they're all there in front of us. And there's beauty in front of us. And again, we don't have to. Hey, there's me. There's me in front of flowers. You don't have to travel across country to find beauty. You can find it in your kid's smiling face, or in the sunrise wherever you're at, or in a thunderstorm, or some flowers out in your yard, because it's there, and we so often take it for granted. So try and find some things as you walk your day that you're thankful for. And don't only try it, do it. I'm thankful for these flowers. I'm thankful for this hot cup of coffee, for the mural I have behind me, for this little pet store on the corner right here where I took my girls when we were young, and the memories I have of this street and this town. And I guarantee you, again, if you get yourself in a feeling of gratitude, you're going to smile about your day, and every moment's going to feel a little bit better. And if you can make every moment feel a little bit better, I tell you what, make every moment feel a little bit better. And the way you do it is being thankful for the blessings you have. So I want to thank you for joining today. Excuse me. I appreciate you. Here's what I liked about Ken. I can't get off when somebody's leading with, here's what I liked about Ken. Among other things, he's not trying to get clicks with clickbait titles. He's himself. He drinks coffee. He talks. Simple. Well, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you almost then. And I appreciate y'all. So thank you so much for joining this morning. I appreciate you. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week. Hope you're excited about your day. Hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself, and I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.